Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Donte Payne, sitting alone, the lovely Miss Briana Marrae in the building, and this is another edition of Dragon Sports Live.
I'm back,
Muted.
y'all.
I'm like, I hear the game, but I'm like, we aren't watching the game, but we're going to talk about the game, because that's the best way to do it. But what better way to do that? Those who are live will not hear the music, but those who are listening will hear the music. So we're going to kick it off with some music, but we do got an exciting show. Baseball, football, lots to cover. And what better way than start off with some music? Who we got starting off the show first?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to just pick something random.
Oh, Lord.
We're going to go with FTN.
All right. Tanisha Terrell in this building, huh?
Yep, let's check it out on Dragon Sports Live. Oh, yeah. Y'all feel it beat? This is Dragon Sports Live.
Thought I loved him, but it was just cuddle season. Thought we did it all, had it all, thought we make it all for seasons. And then one day you stayed away, couldn't sleep, had a feeling you was creeping. And now I'm gone cause you're wrong, just in time for something that you was tweaking. 30. I called up my girls, listen, now we about to twerk and turn the club up. We licking this, we about to turn the party to a freak nick. We living our life, even if it's just for one night. Keep it right, keep it tight. Don't want your number, but I had a good time, baby. We saying fruit these, we don't do much, but so what these? We don't love these, we just so what these? So what these? We don't do much, but so what these? We don't love these niggas. These niggas. We saying fuck these niggas. We don't do much, but so what these niggas? We don't love these niggas. We just so what these? So what these niggas? These niggas. We don't do much, but so what these? We don't love these. These niggas. Inside. Boy, the shit you play, it's not a game in any way. But now I'm gone away. And you're begging and pleading for me to stay, but it's too late. 30. I called up my girls, listen, now we about to twerk and turn the club up. We lit in this, we about to turn the party to a freak nick. We're living our life, even if it's just for one night. Keep it right, keep it tight. Don't want your number, but I had a good time, baby. We're saying fruit these. We don't do much, but so what these? We don't love these. We just so what these? So what these? We don't do much, but so what these? We don't love these. 30 music. These niggas. We saying these niggas. We don't do much, but so what these niggas? We don't love these niggas. We just so what these? So what these? These niggas. We don't do much, but so what these? We don't love these niggas. These niggas.
You are listening to No 30 Music.
And we are back. That was... Who was that? You got that. Tanisha Terrell. I wanted to say her...
With FTN. The clean version.
Alright, now let's kick off every show like we do every show. We're going to start with the baseball. We get the least.
Boo.
Oh, no, it's been fun.
Boo, boo, boo.
I'm just saying, it's been fun.
Boo. Y'all see me. Boo. You struggling over
Well, yeah. No, it's
We see somebody watching where we're trying to wave back, but we'll just do this because the wave's not working.
yeah on the live, but you know, like I said, for y'all who just tuning in, this is Dragon Sports Live. Y'all can tune in on iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, and you can catch me, Mr. Donte Payne, along with the lovely Miss Briana Marrae,
What's going on, y'all?
and we are the power couple of sports. So, what couple you know that's doing their show together? Not
many,
Jalen Rose and Molly.
but he always smiling.
He always smiling, according to Stephen A. But you know.
Stephen A went down the list. He said Jalen, Damian Woody, Max.
Yeah, all of them. So, you know, with that being said, let's hop right into our baseball, which has been hot and heavy. You saying her, but if you look at what's been going on, like, let's start with the Padres.
Not that.
The Padres, they had a home run in every, well,
No, they had a grand slam. In what, 6 games straight?
yeah,
See, I know what's going on. I just don't watch it.
first team to do that. And when I say, yeah, you hit a grand slam in every, it's like they intensity was like, all right, who gonna crack the grand slam today?
All right. Let's put you in the lineup. Let's go here and go.
That's basically what I feel like what goes on, but they've been looking really good.
Well, they've sucked forever.
Well, they doing better than other teams.
I'm just saying. I grew up well, not in San Diego, but I grew up in San Diego County, and forever and a day, the Padres sucked. Just like the San Diego Chargers before they moved to LA, they sucked. I don't know why San Diego didn't have teams, because every single one of them suck.
Yeah, but look, you look at the standards though.
Okay, let's understand. It's a 60-game season. On average, in a 100-plus game or 200-plus game season, on average, the Padres have a 60 and something record. So the fact that it's only a 60-game season, they should be decent.
No, you can't give them that. Like,
I can, and you didn't grow up. I'm telling you.
well, look, right now they in the NF West second place
Good for them.
with 18 and 12.
Good for them. I don't care because they're not my team. The Dodgers is my team, and they're 22 and 8.
Okay, Dodgers. Look, now the Dodgers, I think is the only team that's still within in St. Louis that has single digit losses. I can't even get the words out.
Well, St. Louis hasn't been playing like that. But hey, look, the Chicago Cubs are 17 and 10.
Speaking of that,
but they've been getting whooped on by the White Sox.
yeah, we got the Crosstown Classic and
The White Sox. Oh my Lord, the White Sox are 17 and 12. Oh my. What?
they're tied. Well, no, they're in third place right now. But if the Cleveland lose their next game,
They'll
White
be
Sox
tied
will
for
be
second.
they're tied for second. But here's the thing: with this White Sox and Cubs game, like you said, the Sox just mollywopped the Cubs the other day. What was it, 10-1?
I think they mollywopped them today.
Oh no, Cubs won today,
Oh, okay. Ooh,
but it was 2-1.
Ooh, poor Boston. Ooh.
Yeah, they 9-20. But the Cubs though, Abreu blasts a record-tying 6 home runs in a series versus Cubs.
Ooh.
Hasn't been done since, was it 2003?
What, Sammy Sosa?
No, it was somebody after that. But you got 2 different people blasting home runs
Right.
on the same day.
Awesome for them. Oh, and the Yankees have single-digit losses.
And Yankees are injury riddled again, but they're holding on.
Isn't that their thing? Like every season, they're injury riddled, but somehow they've managed to pull themselves to the playoffs. Speaking of playoffs, the MLB is looking into a bubble option for when playoffs begin.
Now, where would you think that's going to be?
I mean, personally, I would say New York, because New York is doing well with their coronavirus numbers. So I would say New York is an option. Maybe even Florida.
Well, it's got to be a spot that's going to hold. Because how many other teams is going to be in the playoffs? It's got to be at the house.
It's going to be 16 teams. So it has to be big enough to house all those people. So, I mean, where do you think a good place would be?
I honestly don't know. Like I said, Florida, like, I think it's a couple baseball fields, and especially where the NBA is at now.
Right, just to keep them all
situated in the same thing, but it's more guys than that. So, like,
right.
I don't even know if you got enough rooms for that. Like,
ain't nobody doubling up. No, I think they'll figure something out. I mean, they should have had a bubble aspect to begin with, instead of you having like people constantly travel. But you can't do nothing about that now, so let's see if they get a bubble option. Let's see how that works out.
Yeah, but when you got people that, you know, they can't follow the rules, you gotta go out.
Speaking, and you said can't follow the rules, you're talking about two players that went out in Chicago and didn't even, and the one player came back at like 3 o'clock in the morning. The other player didn't come back, and he got on the team plane the next day and didn't even tell anybody. And considering the fact that one of his teammates was diagnosed with leukemia, and the fact that you put him at risk and didn't even care, you shouldn't even be allowed to play basketball for the rest of the season.
That is true.
I mean, you really shouldn't, because you were thinking about nobody's safety at all. Like, all you cared about was going out to party. And you didn't even come back to the room. You stayed out all night.
Well, personally, I don't think it was worth it.
I mean, right now, I don't think it's worth it to go out, whether you're a baseball player or whether you're just at home. It's too risky. You know, personally, for me, I'm not going to a restaurant until 2021. That's just me.
Well, I go outside dining, but only if it's like...
Who's going outside dining in the wintertime?
Well, I ain't doing that in wintertime, no. I'm talking about why it's warm now.
Okay, that's fine, well and dandy, but again, what are you going to do come wintertime? Ain't nobody outside dining?
Oh, I'm a fine... Oh, wait, it's DoorDash now. I'm going to hit DoorDash, hit fine dining, and I'm having to sent to my house. I'm going to set up some candles, dim the lights.
Look, I have no problem with that, because no.
Well, look.
You know, if people don't know, we're like fall people from like anniversary, the birthdays, everything. So, you know, we're going to make a very nice, cozy, you know.
We're going to be in a bubble within the house?
Yep.
Well, how about this? To burst people's bubble, Fernando, you know, he's leading the home run on the lead right now with 23 home runs. Actually, 24.
So he cracking home runs, huh?
He cracked a home run basically pretty much every game that he played.
This whole start of the MLB season?
Yeah. So it's like he's cracking home runs. Manager Terry Fucana, Farrakona, wow.
Farrakona,
I wrote that wrong.
He's steady. He's still out. He had, I believe, gastronal surgery for a gastronal issue, I think.
Yeah, look, he had surgery. We didn't leave it at that. We're going to try to figure out what type of surgery he had.
I think that's what it was for. But
so he missed that series, the last series against the Pirates. But he's getting well. He's getting better. And, you know. Okay, that's air conditioner coming on. Like, is it raining again?
It might be raining again, but I don't think so.
I don't know, but I can't wait. Because, yeah, this season looking really good right now. Especially with... Now, what about Zach Greinke over here? Since it ain't no fans, so you can hear him. He like, all right, low pitch, left, fastball coming your way. He calling out his own pitch. So,
well, I mean, since they can't steal signs anymore, I guess you.
But that's just showing that it wasn't necessarily the players.
I didn't say it was all the players. I said, here's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 5 bad apples can spoil a bunch. I didn't say it was the whole team. I just said it was a couple.
Well, how about
But still, you still don't deserve to call yourself a champion if you cheated to get there.
Okay, how about a 53.5 mile per hour pitch?
What about it?
53?
That's a slow pitch. I can throw that.
And get a strike off of it?
Yeah.
I want to see you throw a 53 mile per hour fastball and get a
Fine.
strike.
You get a bat, I'll get a ball in the glove, and we'll test that theory.
I'm gonna send that joint. I'm just gonna let you know it's 53. I'm like, oh, I can see that. I'm gonna line that mod up.
Because it don't have nothing to do with the speed. It has to do with the spin that you put on the ball. That's the point. I have thrown a football and I have thrown a baseball in my day. So don't be trying to come at me.
Well, okay. Can I come at you with Mike Trout rookie card breaking records?
Good for him. Oh, before we go that far, Washington Nationals' Steven Strasburg is having season-ending surgery.
Yep. And I was actually about to mention that because he would be out.
For the remainder of the season.
But also Chris Bryant, he missed Friday's contest.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
He had a wrist injection.
I'm confused. Explain.
What, wrist injection? When you get a shot in your wrist?
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm just saying.
So he couldn't play because of that?
No, you really can't. You have to let that rest and let that simmer in.
I just wanted to clarify. I'm not being rude. I was just like, I want to clarify. Mookie makes history. Dodgers slug 7 home runs. Betts becomes the first Dodger with 2 home runs and 2 stolen bases in the same game. Ooh.
Okay, Mookie.
Mookie Betts. That's why the Dodgers paid him all that money.
There's actually been a lot of history.
Yeah, it's strange because we're in the middle of the pandemic, but all this history across all the sports is happening.
No, it's been a lot, especially in baseball. There's been a lot of history. On top of that, because like we said with the Grand Slam thing, that's the first for MLB. 6 games straight.
Yeah, and the Padres having a winning record, that's the first for the MLB.
That's not a first for the MLB. It's just been a while.
No, it's the first for the Padres. When I tell you the Padres have sucked for the better part of 2 decades, I'm just saying.
Well, how about this? The Athletics are first in the AL to 20 wins.
Good for them.
Or, better yet, trade deadline is actually next week. You think players going to be moved? It's a lot of pitchers that need to be moved.
Can Clayton Kershaw be one of them?
Why, he suck?
He's stuck in the postseason.
But, look, he better than Wentz.
He better than who?
Wentz in the postseason.
Wentz ain't made it through a full postseason.
See how I threw that in there like that?
Oh, yeah. A lot of, all sports have been paying tribute to him.
No, it be that way. That's what they do. They pay tribute to everybody.
That's awesome, And we're gonna talk about this in back, but we'll bring it.
Tease it. Don't give them. Don't say it yet. We'll
Tease it. Okay.
coming up in basketball, and we'll leave it at that.
Come up in basketball, a certain somebody that we all knew and loved. That's all y'all get. Come up in basketball, though.
But enough about baseball. Let's give you some more musical here on Dragon Sports Live.
What you playing? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo tonight?
Good choice. Who? Name somebody. Too late.
That works.
Too late. I found somebody.
Well, good for you. I just gave a dramatic pause for the people watching on live.
Well, people watching on live, like I said, this is Dragon Sports Live. Y'all tuning in to the Power Couple of Sports.
And you still ain't found the song.
Oh, I found the song. I just had to drop it in there.
You slow take.
Well, it'd be nice if you help me with that.
And I have, it's Reasons by King B.
Y'all hear that beat? Yeah. King Breeze Supreme.
C2.
Yeah.
Shout out Elements. Black Girl Hooper. And Queen Thing. It's the reason why they erased our memories. It's the reason why they hiding all our history. They don't want you to know you was the first man. They don't want you to know you was the first woman. It's the reason why they put us in chains. It's the reason why they changed up our names. Treated special slaves better than others. That way we be divided from each other. Working us in these jobs like dogs. Giving us only enough to make it back to them. Brutally beating every ounce of our language out. Stripping us of our culture. True definition of a culture vulture. Rape, tortured, and murdered our women and children. Made us look weak. They gave our women this feeling. Castrate, tortured, and lynched the black man. I wish it was just a movie. Wish it I was just acting. Damn. They don't want you to know they stole your legacy. Everything they know, you taught them that. From math to science to architecture, from chemistry to medicine and philosophy, to psychology, religion and astronomy. They learn rather stole from the black race. Back and commit on my mama word to George James. They planted seeds in our brains so we'll feel shame. They try and break us down, we just try and maintain. They hate on us cause of our characteristics. Now you can't get a job so you become a statistic. They'd rather for you to be dead or locked up in prison. They passing our money down through inheritance laws, when in fact the black family created it all. From the air conditioner to the elevator, from the doorknob to the curtain rod, from the fountain pen to the gas mask. All black inventors need a hashtag. That was your mom's mom, that was your dad's dad. Looking back, it got me sad, it got me mad, and I go Mad Max, and they don't get back for what we lost yet. And it's a death trap, a house society trap, and I'm up in this bitch, and I don't know how to relax. This shit too crazy, this shit too fugazi. My middle finger to the sky, I'm screaming, fuck you, pay me. I done had a baby, and I can't be lazy. I gotta get my life good, life so crazy. Pass the mashed potatoes down to me, big homie. I'm in this bitch, I gotta do it while I'm by my lonely.
And welcome back to Dragon Sports Live with the man with the big voice, Mr. Donte Payne, alongside the lovely Briana Marrae, and this is Dragon Sports Live.
Yeah, he's lost his mind. Do you hear him? He's lost it.
I didn't lose my mind. It's just, it is what it is. It's a show that talks about sports that has a couple that does it. What better way to do that, right?
Yeah, you got lucky.
Did I really?
You're really questioning if you got lucky? Oh, okay.
No, I think that was God given moment, but let's get right into this NFL. And first off, we're going to start by talking about this young rookie who I think he was drafted or undrafted. Either way.
He was undrafted. The Seattle Seahawks picked him up. And now he's officially an ex-Seattle Seahawk.
Well, now he's a free agent.
He's still ex-Seattle Seahawk. And why? Let me explain. Because apparently his hormones were so out of whack that he tried to sneak a female companion in and dressed her up in Seahawks gear.
I'm trying to figure out, was it really worth it? Like, I understand your hormones were, but it was not worth it.
You got cut. You get no paycheck Was it really? And I don't even think you got any nookie, did you?
Well, I hope he got the nookie, because if he didn't, that'd be a damn shame.
When I heard this story, there are not too many things that make you laugh, but this was one that made me laugh, because I was like, you idiot. You have veterans that are, trying to control themselves, and you a rookie and you did this? I mean, think about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's married to Sierra. You think he not missing his wife? You think?
Well, they get to go home, but the Seahawks specifically put a hotel for them so they can.
But I get you get to go home, but you think about the NBA and those players. They're away from their loved ones and their wives and all that. And
well, now they can come. They should be at the bubble now, because
I think they should be. But you're just thinking about that. And it's like, dude, negate the fact that you had the female companion you was trying to get some nookie. Do you know you're putting your teammates at risk? You don't know who she's been in contact with. I mean, that's my thing. Like, people have to be smart about certain things. And I'm just going to say this. During this pandemic, I have seen that a lot of people don't use common sense.
well, think about it. The thing about common sense is common sense ain't coming.
You got that right, because I went to a store like yesterday, and there's a woman, and she's got little baby, and baby has no shoes, no bonnet, no blanket, no nothing, and the baby was too little to wear a mask, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? Off subject, but I just had to mention that. But yeah,
Nah, it stays related, because like you say, you don't know like what was going through his head, what made him just like.
Right, I mean, it's just like, I know.
Look, you was undrafted and you just got the job. They picked you up, so they've seen your talent.
Right, and you risking it for some nookie. Like, I'm along with Donte. I hope you really got it, because if you didn't, man, that sucks for you.
That does sucks. And you know what else sucks? Well, look, two things. The Washington
football team is on, I guess, wide receiver Cody Latmire is on the commissioner's exempt list, and he's been cut by the Washington football team.
Look, you have to slow down to say he's like the Washington football team.
Because that's stupid. Like, y'all couldn't come up with some nickname?
They trying to approve a nickname. Like, once they approve the nickname, then that would change. But until then, they are known as the Washington football team.
Well, I'm going to give them credit, because they did hire NFL's first black president and the youngest NFL president, and Jason Wright.
Go ahead.
So,
Former player,
38-year-old Jason Wright. I'm going to give him credit. I'm going to give them credit.
No, they're making progress, and you couldn't you got rid of who is it? Darius Geis.
Well, I mean, you can understand why.
Yeah, but same thing with him. Cody Latmire, multiple felony charges after being arrested in May. This is back in May.
Look, it don't matter. They doing what they need to do.
So they releasing him, because you gotta think about this. They still gotta cut the teams down.
And there's no preseason games.
No preseason games is off practice.
So basically, week 1 is gonna be dress rehearsal.
I don't know about that.
Look,
it's gonna be the players who work their butts off in training camp.
See, you're worried about that. The simple fact of what I want to see how this Lift Every Voice and Sing is gonna go as an anthem that they're gonna play.
Well, that, and you're probably gonna see hella fly players kneeling, which you had Roger Goodell saying you should
we should listen to Cap earlier.
Yeah.
No, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna just come at Roger Goodell because I don't like him. I think he makes too much. I think he makes entirely too much money to be the commissioner.
Why you feel that way?
$40 million? No. For you to barely do your job?
Well, I think he's actually been doing.
Now, he ain't done his job. He ain't never done his job. He's doing it now. But that's because you're trying to pacify people. So now you're coming out like, oh, yeah, Cap was right. Really?
Well,
it
no.
was never about the flag for Kaepernick.
But you got to think about this. It's a big step for him to say Cap was right? That's.
I'm happy he said that. That's true. Cap was right. But the whole thing that boils down to is you blackball the man because you're talking about he's disrespecting the flag. What people need to understand, it was never about the flag. It was about unarmed black men being killed by police. It was about police brutality. That's what it was about. So people that make ignorant statements like Roger Goodell and Drew Brees, even though Drew Brees is the quarterback of my favorite team, stop making those ignorant statements.
Well, and look, both Drew Brees, he was like, okay, I was wrong in my statements. Like I respect Cap and what he do. He came out and said that.
I'm fine with that. That still don't negate the fact that you made an ignorant statement.
Yeah, look, he's doing the best he can. He's like, he ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect, and long as he's showing support for him now and trying to help the league get back on track.
Yeah, well, help the league get back on track and give him a proper tryout where he don't have to sign basically his whole rights away for an NFL tryout.
But he already said he's welcome he would love to see him on the team and would love to see him. So it's like, it goes both ways. Like, it's depend on the owners who got to give the tryout and Cap.
True. And speaking of owners, so we waited 109 days for Jerry Jones to make a statement.
Oh, he finally made a statement?
He finally made a statement, and for waiting 109 days, he could have kept that statement.
What did he say? I ain't see that. It didn't make my big news.
He just came out and said, when it comes to the national anthem, we'll have grace. We'll deal with it with grace.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
What? For waiting 109 days, you could have kept that.
Well, seeing that he was silent most of the time, and he usually speak out of it.
Because Jerry Jones stayed worried about his bottom line, and he focuses on too much on what somebody in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue thinks, and that has no business. You should have your players back and say, I totally understand if you need to kneel. I will respect that. But to come out and say, oh, we will have grace when it comes to the national anthem. BS.
Well, look.
I'm calling bull jive.
Look. Let's just wait till the season start. What's that, September? That what they looking at?
Uh-huh.
And let's see what happens then. Week 1. So how about this? Earl Thomas, who's been released by the Ravens, due to a little altercation on the field. Now, this is training camp.
Due to a couple altercations. But anyway, I mean, I guess it's basically when your team is willing to take a big salary cap hit just to get rid of you, you know it's deep. He basically punched another safety in the face.
But this thing, scuffles like that always happen during training camp. Because this how you get that frustration of, I don't like you.
But this was not his first offense, I guess.
I'm just saying. It just get the, I don't like you. You get that all out the way, but we're going to do what we got to do to win this game.
Right. I don't think it was necessary for you to release him.
Now, do you think he going to get picked up real quick?
Well, they said once he's been released, so they said Dallas Cowboys a front runner. And I think he's always wanted to play for the Dallas Cowboys because that is his hometown team. So
yeah, but Dallas Cowboys, again, they're getting that reputation where they're getting all these troublemakers.
They've always got troublemakers.
That's my point.
That's nothing new. But look, they want to get him, but yet you can't sign your quarterback to a long-term deal.
Who's actually have a groin injury right now?
Who?
Lamar Jackson.
I was talking about Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, but yes.
You didn't clarify what team. We was talking about the Ravens.
I'm sorry, but yes, Lamar Jackson is nursing a groin injury. But think about this: the Seattle Seahawks ended their practice after their defensive end Brandon Jackson was knocked unconscious.
Yeah, I would cut in practice early too. You get hit. It was a helmet hit, guys. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah. But
he's doing well. He's doing better. But I would in practice too if I got I'm like, okay, let's get the ambulance for him. Practice over with. Hit showers. Look at y'all. Look at the playbook. Tomorrow we going full ham. Matter of fact, take 2 days off. We'll come back.
Right.
We'll check on our players. But I'm down for that. Cause I don't.
I mean, when you see somebody get knocked out, that would definitely freak you out. But apparently, according to sources, the Chicago Bears are expected to sign kicker
Cairo Santos. Here's my thing. Why? Why? Like, if I recall, didn't the 49ers release him because he kept missing kicks?
Yep.
I understand you want to have a second kicker on the team, but
here's the thing. Eddie Pinheiro was doing just fine. I understand why he didn't do well, but give the man a break. He had a pinched nerve in his knee.
he still did well with. He missed like one kid out of.
I mean, the man had a pinched nerve. And for anybody that's had a pinched nerve in any part of your body, it sucks.
Well, look,
I've had one in my neck and my shoulder.
they want to have at least 2 kickers. That way you not having who.
Not him.
Well, look, I'd rather take him over Cody.
Don't even get me started on double doink dude. Then you go. Look, he would probably still be with the Bears if he didn't go on national TV talking about it.
Talking about I thought it was a team, not just you.
Right, like nobody. Like, let me understand. I saw that game. I was sick. I had to go work the next day. I did not feel good. I was irritated, and then I got to look on the TV and see you talking about it, and they keep showing the video. So at that point, you deserve to get cut. Like, you were not making it better for Bears fans.
That is true, but look.
But I'm just saying though, like Cairo Santos, you couldn't do Nick Folk. The Patriots bringing him in.
And that's after if he clears coronavirus testing protocols.
See, I have a problem with this. You've played with 5 teams since entering the league in 2014. Wait, they're signing him back?
Yeah, he was with the Bears originally. That's why I said no. Why?
See, no, and then this. He was cut last season by the Tennessee Titans after missing 4 field goals. No! 4 in one game?
Well, that's why I said, why are y'all signing him? Because like you said, he was with them in 2017 and got cut. Then went to the Titans. That's why I said that name, he missed 4 field goals.
And a 14 no!
They trying to get a second kicker, but I don't think he gonna make it.
Not him.
I don't think he gonna make it. I don't think he gonna make it to.
If Mitchell Trubisky loses his starting job, let him kick.
Damn. That's so cruel.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bishop. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
But speaking of that quarterback competition looking kind of fierce.
Oh, God.
Not just in the Bears, but also my team with the Patriots.
Well, here's the thing. Stidham has an injured hip.
Yeah, and it's looking clear as day that it may be Cam. It may be. Now here's the thing.
I need Cam Newton. I don't know if Cam's still in his feelings, but the hair he got going on, I need him to do something.
Well, that's like the same thing with Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler ain't in his feelings.
I'm just saying the hair thing.
Cam Newton is in his feelings. I'm gonna need him to listen to Drake and do the dance.
He is.
No.
Look, that's why he was like, I don't give a about my hair. I'm fashionable.
No,
but he's looking good. He's looking good in training camp.
Good.
Hardworking, determined. He got a lot to prove, so he's looking real good in training camp right now.
Well, that's good considering you all have half a team right about now.
Yeah, we lost 9 players because they all opted. Well, 8 players because they opted out, and most of them was on defense. But
y'all still have Stephon Gilmore.
We still have Gilmore, and we still have a couple other pieces,
but y'all going down, and I'm irritated because week 1, the Saints got to face Tom Brady,
I kind of want to see now, honestly, because Tom Brady made players that weren't all that good look good when he was with the Patriots. So I kind of want to see that.
I'm irritated because out of every division he could have went to, he had to come to the NFC South. He did that intentionally.
Well, you know him and Drew Brees was having a competition with each other.
I don't give a.
You gotta care.
Look, I understand you want to come, but you know why? Like why? All that talent of receiver, why y'all got to get him? Why? You got to come to the NFC South.
Because they got rid of the Defensive Player of the Year.
True facts. Who brings a new name for 30 for 30?
So you got rid of Winston. Why not? But
and that Winston is. Wait a minute. So Tom Brady goes to the Bucks. Winston goes to the Saints. You know, there's too much going on.
But no, I think that would be good for Winston because that's a good person to be under.
I get all that. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful commerce, whatever.
You just don't want to see them. Why you don't want to see the old heads battle each other? I think that would be.
I have no problem with them battling each other. My problem is going to be if they get in first place.
Oh, because they in the same division. Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to see what he going to do with these weapons. The only other weapon...
He better do something. Or it's going to turn out it was actually Belichick and not him. I'm just saying, why? But it's okay, though. Because they got talent, but so do we. We got Michael Thomas. We got Emmanuel Sanders. So it's going down.
Damn, you forgot about Kamara.
Kamara.
Dang.
It's Alvin Kamara, who played apparently with torn ACL all last season.
MCL,
whatever.
He too something.
Yeah, whatever was he tore.
But look, we'll see. Well, how about this?
I'm gonna have an attitude all season.
How about the Cardinals signing Drew Kirkpatrick to the fold? Defensive back. Who
was undrafted?
No, he a veteran.
Who he play for?
I can tell you that in a second because it was a lot of Drake Kirkpatrick. I said Drew. Dang, I screwed his name. I'm sorry.
Bolster cornerback by signing veteran Drake Kirkpatrick. Oh, okay.
But that's the third corner that they signed this week.
Well, good. They're competing for last place.
No, they're trying to improve.
They ain't going nowhere. They got 49 in San Francisco, and if the Rams is decent this year.
Yeah, but it's huge though. Because remember, they was talking about that secondary.
That secondary sucks.
So by you getting Drake Kirkpatrick, who started the last 4 or 5 years.
And they signed B.W. Webb.
Yeah.
Who started in 12 games for some B.W. Webb.
I remember one of the best things that, you know.
I know, I'm just saying that name, B.W. Webb.
Because they both was released by the Bengals, so. In March, and he was with that team for 8 years, so think about it.
That gotta make you feel some type of way when you get released by the Bengals.
And what type of way is that?
That got to make you feel salty. Like, y'all suck and y'all gonna release me, that got to make you feel salty.
Okay, how about this? Former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith signed with the Browns. Yeah. The Browns just got jacked up.
Leno Smith and Mac Wilson till hyperextended. Ooh. Malcolm Smith played with who?
Who he play with?
Yes.
I believe it was the.
Oh, he played with the Seahawks.
I was gonna say the Seahawks. That was that linebacker. You know you gotta have a good linebacker when you blocking for the beast mode.
Beast mode?
When he was with them, you know.
Right. Can I smack the Bears already?
Why?
Cause what in the world would we sign dude that sucked?
Well, we already talked about that. We'll see what happens. He may not even make the roster.
He shouldn't. Dude was garbage.
Now it is mentioned that Ron Rivera announced the struggles ahead because he did have stage 1, in the first stage is cancer.
Early stages, yes.
So he'll do 5 weeks of treatment and stuff like that.
So prayers,
Dick Duran, if come season, Dick Duran would take over if he can't do it.
Well, I say prayers for a speedy recovery for Ron Rivera.
Yes.
Good coach. Chargers, Melvin Ingram gets restructured contracts, guaranteeing his 2020 pay. Los Angeles Chargers defensive end Melvin Ingram's return to practice this week came after he and the team restructured his contract to guarantee his pay for the 2020 season.
$14 million though?
Ingram, a Pro Bowler the past 3 seasons, will now make a guaranteed $14 million in the final year of his contract. Nice.
He don't seem like he's 31 years old.
I was gonna say, didn't he just come in the league? I feel like he did, but you know.
Well, you know that's because you signed Joey Bosa, so it was expected.
To a 5-year, $135 million extension. $102 million guaranteed, the most guaranteed money for a defensive end.
Yeah, it's lit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Have you seen that dude though? Have you seen? And then you go to his brother.
They alright.
His brother gonna want more money though.
They is alright. Well, look, I can't wait till the season start.
I can't either. I'm enjoying basketball though.
We are most certainly are, and coming up, we gonna break down some basketball because it was some excitement happening. I don't know if you're watching the playoffs, but it was a lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement in term Luka.
Yeah, we gonna talk more about that. We gonna elaborate that. I'm just trying to find the perfect song.
You just get 4 letters. Luka.
Luka. Mm-hmm. Sound like a new drink. Let me get that Luka.
Oh God. Why? I'm sorry, y'all. There's no help for him. You just have to do whatever.
What? It's the Luka. I got the perfect song for Luka.
Winner. I don't think you did that right though.
No, that's just the perfect song for Luka.
Winner.
So, if you just tuned it in, this is Dragon Sports Live, and I'm Donte Payne Briana Marrae, and we about to kick it off with Independent Winner here on Dragon Sports Live. Check it out.
Yeah. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I roll with the winner. I be surrounded by the ones that make me better. I got all the groupies, but I gotta put the bread first. Keep my circle small, I trust everyone I be around. But everybody know that it be lit whenever we around. Party in the club with the ice on. Turning up to my song, even when the lights on. If you are fake, use a snake like a python. Get from up around me, cause I was taught the right from wrong. Hi, hello, you should be my glow. Look at how I glow. Look at how I glow. Yeah, my mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I roll with the winner. You wish you was me, but you ain't used to me. I put in that work, but working ain't your thing. No, we can relate. I got money on my plate. You got time on your plate. I don't got time, get out my face. I'm always chasing the bank. Chasing the bank, yeah. You better stay in your place. Don't get a case, yeah. They don't want beef with a legend. I'll get the steak, yeah. I can party, but it won't take me out my space, yeah. Hi, hello, you should be my glow. Look at how I glow. Yeah, my mama told me I should never fold. You different and you cold. And honestly should roll with a winner. When I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fold. You different and you cold. And honestly should roll with a winner. When I roll with a winner. When I roll with a.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, this is the lovely Briana Marrae, and I'm Donte Payne, and we are the power couple of sports. But we got a lot of exciting sports that's been happening in basketball. We're going to start with home first. Chicago gets rid of Jim Boylen after 2 seasons with the team.
And let me just say, and I know a whole lot of Chicago Bulls are going to feel me, hallelujah. Woo.
Yeah, a lot of fans was saying that, and they was like, no, the coach. First y'all saying guard and passing needs to go now.
I said that too. I've been right. I said guard and Foreman, they gone. Bowling gone.
Guard and Foreman, that's the same person.
Paxton, Foreman, guy, whatever. I don't care. They're gone. Bye. Vamoose. Paxton was with the Bulls from the time he played.
Okay.
It's over with. Bye. But anyway, no. Bowling's gone. I'm sorry. When you do some dumb stuff, we got a free basket. Down by 2 to the Mavericks. And you call a timeout. And Luka is standing on the sidelines laughing at us. Because he thinking like we are a bunch of idiots. We had a free basket.
He done that multiple times. Hence why I called when I played 2K.
Yeah, but that was the most glaring thing ever I've seen. We were winning. We were down by 2.
He done that a couple times, but look.
Let's get Kenny Atkinson.
Look. He was 39 and 84. That's a
worse.
31% win percentage in 2 seasons. He's not the only coach that was fired. They also let go Alvin Gentry after 5 seasons.
That was bull. That was some straight up bull.
So was the Kenny Atkinson.
I wouldn't mind. We can get Alvin Gentry. We can get.
Who you think though? Which coach you think? There's a lot of coaches that I think.
I like Alvin Gentry, player development. I like Kenny Atkinson. I think he does player development.
We don't need no development. We got the player development going. We just need to.
No, we need to get.
How about Ty Lue?
I'm all for Ty Lue.
Jason Kidd.
No, I think Jason Kidd going to Brooklyn.
I'm just saying, Jason Kidd.
Look, I'm all for Ty Lue because Ty Lue should not be an assistant.
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson should have went to New York, but I wouldn't mind him in Chicago.
But
because I feel like honestly they blackballed Mark Jackson from coaching.
Or he probably don't want to.
No, he wants to coach. They talked to him. He said if he gets the opportunity, he'll love it. But I just feel like they blackballed him. And I said he set the culture for the Warriors. Like he set that up for Steve Kerr to just take it.
He did.
It's like when you know the race when you got to give the baton off to somebody, and that's what he gave it to Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr finished the race with it.
Yeah.
Speaking of basketball, we did have, before we go any further, today is of course August 23rd. this would have been Kobe Bean Bryant's 42nd birthday. So he's been getting a lot of tributes today, and so we're just gonna say happy heavenly birthday to Kobe Bryant. We love you and we miss you, and your legacy will continue to grow and lives on forever.
Yeah,
So
all that. And like you said, all the players with trademark, you got Smith, Smith, Mitchell rocking, aka the Spider, rocking some Kobe joint Utah shoes.
yeah, the Lakers tomorrow when they play, they will rock the Black Mamba jerseys in honor of Kobe. So you had today, you saw the Dodgers, the whole Dodgers team wore his jerseys. So yeah, so a lot of love for Kobe Bryant on what would have been his 42nd birthday. So
Yeah, a lot of love, but it's also been a lot of action. But now we was talking about these coaches, right?
yes,
Tibbs in New York. How you feel about that?
I don't like it.
Why you don't like it?
I like Tibbs. I do. The Bulls should have kept Tibbs. That's the problem.
That's my issue.
We wouldn't have had Horberg. We wouldn't have had Bolin. Y'all should have kept. We still had Jimmy Butler probably.
Well, Tibbs is more like he's a defensive minded coach, and
He's a great defensive mind coach. I can be completely off base. I just don't think he was the right coach for that job. But like I said, we'll see. No, I'm sorry, y'all.
coaching make you boring, huh?
No, I'm just, I like Tip. I just said Tip should stay in Chicago, but we'll see how it works. But speaking of that, we got to talk about the draft lottery.
I was about to go to the draft lottery because
Timberwolves got the number 1 pick.
Timberwolves number 1,
Warriors number 2.
Warriors number 2, Bulls got number 4.
Bulls got number 4, and the Knicks, unfortunately for Stephen A. Smith, got number 8.
Yeah, then they felt like the Knicks lost that because Tibbs was at that. He was the representative for that.
Who?
Tibbs, or was it Leon?
No, it was Leon Rose.
Leon, they kind of look alike. I ain't gonna even stunt.
They do look alike. And Leon Rose had like a pissed off look on his face, like somebody was bugging him
Well, because they got robbed,
again.
and the Celtics got in there, but that pick is going to Memphis.
Right, and then the thing about it is that do you think the Warriors are going to trade the number 2 pick?
I don't know, cause this draft class is
Weak.
I'm not gonna say weak. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of intriguing. Like
I mean, cause think about it. You got, cause basically
you got LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo.
Was it Wiseman?
Wiseman and Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, do you think the Warriors are going to keep that pick and draft Anthony Edwards?
I don't know. So we won't know. Cause I think they still gonna have the combine. No. Well,
I think it's been pushed back because I know the start of the 2020-2021 season was going to originally start on December 1st, but they felt that's not enough time.
They pushed it back.
They're pushing it back, which means they'll probably start, Christmas Day?
Probably.
So.
I don't know.
So, we shall see, but yes, that's happened. But.
Was it, 72? Was it 70? I think 72 total draft and 36 international that entered the draft, and 96 that pulled out the draft to go back.
Yeah. So I mean, we shall see. Like I'm saying, but let's talk about these games for today.
Which game you want to start with? Cause
all right, let's go in order. Let's start with.
No, let's start with the Raptors.
Let's start with your Boston Celtics.
No, let's start with the Raptors.
Fine. So the Boston, Lord.
The Raptors, not the Celtics.
The Toronto Raptors just, for the first time in franchise history, they completed their first sweep of a team in the playoffs.
Well, it was only meant to be because they already got their first championship.
Right. So they have, shout out to their coach, Nick Nurse, took home NBA Coach of the Year. He was presented that by
I didn't even know they was gonna present that already.
Yeah, they presented to him earlier today, Masai Ujiri. So shout out to the coach Nick Nurse. But yeah, they beat the Brooklyn Nets, a very injury depleted Brooklyn Nets, 150 to 122.
That's also the most scoring output because she having issues right here. That
Yeah,
I was gonna let her take over, but that's the most scoring output. But it was actually a pretty good game.
it was a good game, but like I said, Brooklyn was just injury ravaged, and then they had so many players opt out due to COVID-19.
Yeah, that. But here's my thing: when your bench players, Ibaka and Powell scored 27 and 23 points.
Yeah, there 27-29. There was nothing really you can do about that. But so shout out to the Toronto Raptors. They won. They're defending champions right now, but they did lose Kyle Lowry to a sprained ankle. He left late first quarter.
Yeah, but he about 8 days.
He does have 8 days, but I think it was just a precautionary.
What they didn't put him back in.
I think it was a precautionary because there's like, why risk him getting injured even further if they're about to sweep this team? So.
Well, look. Speaking of sprained ankles,
that brings us to the Clippers, Mavericks. So basically, over 48 hours, Luka Doncic sprained his ankle in the game, and so he was basically a game time decision up until the game started. He played. And then KP, Kristaps Porzingis, was a late scratch with knee soreness, but it was not a knee that was surgically repaired. But anyway, you could not tell that Luka Doncic has a sprained ankle.
No, you could tell.
When he walked. But
certain plays you can tell.
But he dropped 43 points, 17 rebounds, and 13 assists, including a nasty step back 3-pointer in OT to win by 2. That series is now tied 2 games apiece.
Who you got in that series? We gonna bring back our pick'ems. Who you got? Cause I think that game may go 7.
It's going 7, and I'm gonna go out here. I'm going Dallas Mavericks in 7.
I think I'm gonna go with the Raptors because even though Clippers. Now, I did the tweak moment. I'm going to go with
Clippers.
I'm going to go with the Clippers. But I think Paul George, he been having a shooting slump. When he wake up, oh, boy. Look,
yeah, but they also got Luka.
They got Luka. But I ain't going to lie. Luka has fun throwing passes. Like, when I watch these games.
I'm just saying, I'm going from there. I think that series is gonna go 7. It's gonna go 7.
7 or 6.
6 or 7. One, it's going the distance. So, game 5, I believe, is Tuesday, and Porzingis his status for game 5 is to be determined.
Yeah, but it just means other players got to step up. Curry got to step up more,
and he did. Trey Burton's
been stepping up.
He stepped up. So, yeah, they got... So, I'm going to go out on a limb. So, and then we're going to go to your team.
Yeah. So, we're going to go with the Boston Celtics.
I'm going to let you have that one because,
They swept the Sixers. It's actually been, like, the months between the first time that one of those teams got swept.
Yeah, it was in 15 playoff series between Boston and Philadelphia. It was the first time either one of them got swept.
That's true. So they got swept. But here's my thing: when you are missing one of your key players, Gordon Hayward, and you have your other players step up, like
it don't even matter that he's not there. Kemba Walker scored 38?
Yeah, he had 38. Tatum had 26 or 28.
28 on 10 of 18.
Brown had 16.
Dice.
Look, Daniel Dice, our big man, had 15. Smart with 8. So it's like you gonna have players that's gonna step up regardless of what happens. Like, and it was no help for them. Like, they couldn't stop them. Like, when I say Walker was 4 of 9 for 3-point range, he went nutty.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you just have to think about it, and Philadelphia's got to do something. So here's a question to you. Do you think Brett Brown is still going to be the coach of the Sixers?
No, I think his job is in, like, from what rumor has it, his job has been on the line now.
For a while.
Yeah, so we'll see come, you know, we'll give it a couple weeks.
And then I think tomorrow you got the Miami Heat. They're looking to sweep the Pacers. So,
Yeah, that game. Now with the Miami Heat, all I gotta say is this white boy who got number 55. Oh, I'm not talking about Jay Williams, white chocolate. No, I'm talking about Duncan Robinson, who's if everybody that's on live and that's listening, y'all play 2K20 on whatever system. Y'all know y'all got this badge called Catch and Shoot. Y'all think his badge? What y'all think his badge on Hall of Fame, right? Cause he just be, and don't let him get a glimpse. Butler likes looking at him, and it's funny watching him play, cause it's like.
But no, they got a chance to sweep the Pacers, and that's crazy. I gotta give a shout out to the Lakers because they did win yesterday. LeBron
and AD went nutty yesterday.
More so LeBron. LeBron looked like LeBron.
Well, no, a lot of people like, oh, he only scored 10 points. LeBron had, if y'all looked at the box score.
But LeBron goes facilitate. But like yesterday, LeBron, he did 34 minutes, 11 to 18, 4 8 from 3, 12 to 17 from the free throw line.
12 rebounds.
12 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 38 points. He also had help from Anthony Davis, who did 41 minutes. The same. Wow, they were both 11 to 18.
They was going. It was just 2 men. Now you remember,
but they did have help because they got some contributions from KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They also got 10 from Alex Caruso off the bench.
But look, it's still a 2-man game. Remember way back in the day?
Well, here's the thing.
We said, who's the best duo, right?
Rondo was supposed to come back, but he was a late scratch with back spasms yesterday.
Well, them back spasms ain't no joke. Cause,
no, Lord.
I had a pinched nerve with a back spasm.
I just had a pinched nerve and
You get spasms from that, so I'm like, I was spasming, be like, oh.
It's not fun. But yeah, no. So those games are tomorrow. It's crazy. The NBA is going nutty right now, and you are definitely seeing new stars coming out.
No, how about this? You know, the battle with a small ball, OKC and Houston.
I get you, but let's go back to you did say who's the best NBA duo.
You just ignored my question, so I just kept it moving.
So we can go back. So who do you think is the best NBA duo right now?
Right now, LeBron and AD. Because when LeBron was struggling, AD was scoring.
Right, and when AD was shut, LeBron would pick it up. I would have to say, I ain't giving you that one. Right now, I'm giving the best duo, even though they ain't really playing. I'm giving it to Luka and Porzingis. I ain't giving it to Kawhi and Paul George because it's APB out on Paul George.
Well,
my problem with them is that they call them like the 2 elite wing defenders since like MJ and Pippen.
No, they like defensive wise they're there. It's just Paul George has been silent on the scoring tip.
Yeah, but the defense though. But I'm just saying, bad move for Kawhi to switch off Luka and put Reggie Jackson.
Well, it was either you let him shoot a wide open 3 or he had to contest it. It is what it is.
Yeah. So, and the current game right now that's on is Denver and Utah. Utah's up 85-81 over Denver, but they trading baskets back and forth. It's about 4.5 minutes left in the third, so we will keep this updated for you.
Now, back to what I was saying.
Shoot.
That Houston Rockets OKC game. Did you watch that game? Did you take a glimpse of that game?
I did.
Did you see that Hardy got fouled out for the first time in the playoffs since 2017?
Yes, I did. That game was crazy.
And Chris Paul just like...
And that's the thing. They didn't, like, Harden fouled out. Westbrook is rehabbing. So.
Well, you had Eric Gordon. You got Derek House. You had Jeff Green looking like he was when he was with the Celtics.
Old school Jeff Green.
I'm just saying.
Like, the small ball lineup is crazy, though.
You got Tyson Chandler on the bench who got playoff experience, who got a championship.
I would say he got a title with the Mavericks. You know what kills me is he plays straight with Texas.
I have an update for you on Steven Adams. I'm told he has a right knee contusion, and he has...
That came out of nowhere.
I'm like, what in the world?
That came straight out of nowhere. I'm like, what the... I just hid. I'm like, what is going on? You know the random things that play.
Whoa. Roman Reigns is back.
Well, that's good. Well, he basically went away so he can, because of COVID, and he's like, all right, I can come back.
Well, it's COVID, and then his wife had like a second set of twins, so.
Yeah, you got to make money now.
He was going to be daddy.
And well, anyways, we shall catch you next time on Dragon Sports Live. Why am I talking like that?
I don't know. Like, why are you talking about that? But
I don't know.
We will have more updates, more sports,
More
music,
news.
more of me and him being goofy.
Yep. So
and
this,
you don't want to miss it.
y'all know what this is?
Dragon Jump Productions and B-Ray Marketing and Media presents Dragon Sports Live.
Oh yeah. And we out.
We love y'all. Peace out. Have a good night. Stay safe. Make a bubble in your house if you need to.
All right, bye.
See y'all.